Yes, this last month I drank from the poison cup. And survived, clearly. There are things you have to do in life that transcend everybody else's expectations. The conditions in which I did it, I performed said action, were the least desirable conditions available. Well, not the least, but horrible. It's horrible because, one, you guys haven't done your appropriate work yet. The deep karma work. And then two, we're all sitting in a rat's nest, you know? So I survived. I didn't know if I was going to. I didn't even know if I wanted to. So there's that. The entrance into Gryffindor, for real, man, you've got to do real magic. You can't just shave your head. You got to do something. It's not like... It's got to be something that's in your soul. That you're terrified of. Many saints will just starve to death. That's Gryffindor, you know. Some monks will set themselves on fire. This is an old magic. We're so babied and nannied in the Matrix and westernized, we've lost complete touch of ancient magics. Because, God forbid, we die. As if our death or our material existence matters more than burning off 1,000,000 years of karma. Obviously, burning off 1,000,000 years of karma is worth way more than one fucking lifetime. If you can do it with your exit route, excellent. So I started Gabriel going, if you can Bushido, you can live. This was a Japanese teaching that I got a download. It was pretty severe. I was looking for my way out. And in my vision, I'm sitting in a like a Japanese ashram or temple, and they hand me the sword for me to Bushido myself. Like, that's your only ticket through, Gabriel. That And I was like, wow, that's joyous. What I didn't understand was the consequences if I didn't would be way worse. That's why severity, if you eat it up front, may create honor. So that's the whole component. That's the whole component of Bushido that we never quite understand as Westerners. Is we think that we know more than the Japanese. Or that we're better than them. God, no. What a false arrogance. Gebra is where the East and the West meet. And it's a fucking dead end. There's no snaking around. It's just death. Brick wall. Nothing. Now, if you can transmute, maybe you can walk through the wall. If you can die, maybe you can get your ghost on the other side of the wall. And then the next lifetime, you'll be born on the other side. That's Gebra. So, it's severe for a reason. Because it negates the demons. So if you end up dying, it like kills whatever demons left in you. And then maybe you can throw that demon, like a Harry Potter thing. Like you can throw that demon into the fucking lava. And then you can be pure and then maybe go on to the other side and then descend down the tree from the other side. So by going into the fire or doing a hunger strike or, you know, drinking from the poison cup, it's to purify. Now, I don't want you guys to do dangerous shit and then I get arrested. Because you guys are fucking morons and so is your family, you know? So I can't endorse anything. I'm just giving you the teachings. So Gryffindor is gonna be, you know, it's all astral initiations. I can't force you to get into Gryffindor. All I can say is how I get into it. That's why Hufflepuff is Hufflepuff. So, you're either going to turn your body into red light and survive, or you're going to be slaughtered, or you can sit in Hufflepuff. That, or we get you through the path of the hermit and you can go into Ravenclaw. And then there's that option. So that's the soft option. Most people are going to take it, you know. I don't know how many people are ever going to get into Gryffindor until they, like, you know, fucking clear their karma. Every thought, every purchase, every word, every teaching. God. And then it's like, How do I master my energy? One of the things that Tara said to me once, my God, I love you. it was horrifying and amazing all at the same time. Much like what I say, probably. She was telling me about Ashtanga yoga, because I had an Ashtanga yoga practice, but not like this bitch. Like, she's like, the same routine, the same time, every day, that all that structure and form and discipline. Love. Like a brick wall. And I was like, I don't know if I can do that, because I was still fighting my inner demons. But the point is that those brick walls are to break the inner demons. Is that you can't snake around that discipline. There's no escape. It's like you either master the brick wall or you're no master. Period. Now, now I'm hearing a lot of people in the astral planes going, they're brick walls of demons. And that's true. But then they're just demons on themselves. So, if they want to be a demon to me and to a whale and to Mother Earth, then they're just being a demon to themselves all day long. So they'll just, shrivel up and die. So this video is supposed to be on justice versus revenge. One of my favorite teachings came through with the Avatar. I just posted another one of my favorite teachings. It's like a good self-defense is better than a good offense. I'm going to keep saying this teaching. It should make you cry. Because you should be every day uncovering why this teaching should make you cry. But Gebra is about mastering a good self-defense, and we will cover that in the Art of War series. I'm going to do it's going to be a series of 13 videos. And then in Ravenclaw, I've decided we're going to do the Enochian magic and do all the decodes on all of the Enochian. Like I'm ever going to give that to the fucking Slytherins, Like, oh God. And if they're spying on me... if they're spying on me or watch this video, it's probably either because they're going to turn into a Ravenclaw or it's going to be some misinformation from God that God wanted to deliver to them, because that's how God works. God giving misinformation to fucking Slytherins that just harm people is not a non-truth demon. There is a difference. Like, this is the V for Vendetta component. There is a difference between being a human justice warrior and a servant of God, and then being forthright so that you're throwing the children that you're taking care of under the bus because they're not perfect, to fucking demons. It's kind of like how Harry Potter gets thrown under the bus and because of his Patronus charm, a fucking Patronus charm, because of the Dementor attacks. Like, I'm sorry, but a kid protecting himself using magic is not a reason to slay a child, you know? So, like, it's that stuff. So it's very V for Vendetta-esque. So the demons, like God has discernment of who's an angel and a demon. So God will. So this is like artists will use lies to tell the truth. Try not to do that until you know what you're fucking doing. So B and Gryffindor are better, you know. But like, and then order the Hufflepuffs around because they're dumb shits, and then they haven't really had the self defense training. Maybe they have. We'll see. um. So. Nobody's had the self-defense training, including military professionals. You know why I know this? Is because they're all still trying to heal just from PTSD. So they have zero education and self-defense training, especially in the mental and spiritual and emotional worlds. They might have it in the physical, but even that's kind of slim. So, and this is also how you know. They don't have enough of a voice or capacity to be able to like voice everything. So it's the lack of human justice legal help that they need deep levels for. Man, if they had the appropriate self-defense training, they'd be able to, and the appropriate human training, they'd be able to go into countries and like heal and educate and train people way better. And would make their jobs much easier and disarm people. That's my opinion. So, on justice versus revenge, just what I said. Justice is like, I try to use violence at like 0. I try 0 violence. That's my goal. That's my first primary. Is like, do no fucking harm, you know? Just nothing. I don't even want to fearmonger, okay? So my first go-to is just like, how do I set a boundary and enforce it, creating 0 harm? So then it's like the levels of that's God's boundary, like no harm boundary setting. And it usually happens with a word or with a fact or with some education or with a spiritual teaching or lesson. Many times for me, it happens with a movie and then maybe some rhetoric about that movie and what was supposed to have come through. Both Arya Stark and Beatrix Kiddo are clear Gaebera teachings. They have these lists. And V, right? So we have both, all 3. That's the darkest you should ever go. Ever. That's like, I'm going to get Bellatrix and Voldemort and take them out and then try not to harm anyone else, you know? So it's like, you have a very clear agenda of like very specific people for very clear reasons. That's it. That should be Gebra at its worst. I would rather train special ops forces that are like ninja assassin, that just take with like one swoop. One swing of a sword, you know? I'd prefer to have it where it's like one post slain. That's where the education comes in. One post slay. Okay. I'm not there yet, clearly, but maybe I'm starting to get there. I don't know. Revenge is something demons do. So even if Beatrix Kiddo is going after those people, it's because those people are predators. So she's not going after them as a form of revenge. She's going after them as an assassin target. Because these people are demonic and hurting everybody around them. And so is the same with V for Vendetta, okay? And then the same thing is with Aria. So these people are criminals, they're dangerous, and they're getting away with it. So this is where the Black Mamba comes in as a very clear totem. So this is Lucifer at Lucifer's finest. But even then, better for self-defense than anything. That's still not revenge. That's still protection. Because you're protecting everyone else. Where does revenge come in? Revenge is attacking people that are passive. After they may have harmed you, and they just want to, like, they want to get better, and they want to become, like, Christy, and then you still go after them. Because you're just angry. And at that moment, they cause no credible threat. They have the potential to be a threat, so you need to set boundaries, but you don't need to slay them. So this is like the Buffy and Angel dynamic. Like, just because Angel is a vampire doesn't make him evil. And just like Lucifer is a dark dragon, doesn't make Lucifer evil. Okay, so you don't take revenge out on Omegas. Like, that's reckless. When you don't have clear defined boundaries of what is right and wrong, and like, if you don't have clear defined boundaries of personal character, then you should not be attacking anybody ever. So for the most part, I see 99% of the population, they have no real reflection of what is right and wrong. Because they don't sit and meditate an hour to 2 hours a day. They don't even have the space to have even taken a Kabbalah class to assign virtues and vices to themselves. And then they also, at that point, still believe that they are entitled to a sense of authority over other people. And this is why democracy is going to fail. Because it gives the power equally to uneducated people than to self-realized masters. And this is why the old Indian tradition of Brahmins ruling the societal class at the end of the day, that was the legit sense of so you can't have educated, uneducated people, like people that they went to Harvard and then they think they're fucking smart, but they don't even know what like compassion is. They don't even have a clear sense of justice, and then they lie to themselves all day long about their energetic footprint, what their thoughts do, like how much they gossip, how much they lie, how much they backstab, and then they think that they're even entitled to vote. So, it's gross. So at the end of the day, it's going to be a Brahmin society with a bunch of Adam Cadmans running the planet. This is like, it's going to be people that are Gaebra, Gryffindor, and Ravenclaw. Hufflepuffers. Sorry, dudes. You've got to ascend the tree of life. So